So, one of the biggest mistakes I see sellers doing in today's market is hoping that their home will sell on autopilot. This is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty, and I'm hoping for you sellers, I'm going to give you a little insight here that's going to help you get a better result from what you want. Sellers, listing your home should not be a passive event. Putting a sign in the yard, taking photos, uploading the property to the MLS, and waiting for an offer is not a complete selling strategy. Your home sale needs active management, and that means you, as the seller, need to stay involved with your agent from the moment the property goes active until the day that it closes. The first 2 weeks of a listing are incredibly important. That's when the listing is fresh, and that's when buyers who've been waiting for a property like yours are motivated to see it. And that's when agents are sharing it with their clients, and that's when you get some of the clearest feedback that you're gonna get from the market. So after the first week or so, sellers should not just ask, have you had any offers? They should be asking some better questions. Things like, how many people have viewed the home online, and how many people have saved it or shared it? How does this home compare to other homes that are listed in the same price range? And what are buyers saying about it after the tour? Because it helps us understand whether the issue is exposure, presentation, access, condition, competition, or price. And here's something sellers need to hear clearly. Silence is feedback too. If a home has strong online exposure but only a few showings, something may not be connecting. If there are showings but no offers, buyers may be seeing a better value somewhere else. If buyers are giving consistent feedback, we should not ignore it just because we don't like what the buyers are saying. The market does not care what we wish buyers would think. It cares what buyers are actually thinking. And so the market's going to respond to what buyers are actually doing. And this is why the home has to remain show ready. It has to be clean. It has to be easy access. And when feedback tells us that there's something fixable, we need to make a decision. Maybe it's a repair, or maybe it's decluttering or better lighting, but we do not let that listing sit there and drift. And I think I like to think of a listing as like a live campaign. We launch it, we study the response, and we compare it against the competition. And we adjust when the evidence tells us to adjust. And we do that before the property becomes stale on the market. Because once a home has been on the market too long, buyers start asking questions like, why has it not sold? Is there something wrong with it? Is the seller being unrealistic? And that's not where you want to be when it comes to listings. You want to stay ahead of the market. You want to stay fresh. And there are the sellers who get the best results are not the ones who just sit back and hope. They are the sellers that stay informed, respond to real feedback, keep the home ready, and make timely decisions. Your agent should be giving you the information, but you also, as the home seller, need to stay engaged in the process because your home sale is too important to put on autopilot. This is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty, and if you want to learn about strategies to help your house get sold in today's market, give me a call. My cell phone number is 575-496-1068. You can call the office at 505-863-4363, or you can just click the link in the description here and it will book you an appointment and we can talk about what your goals are. Don't let your house just sit there on autopilot. Be active in pushing your real estate agent to get the result that you want, which is ultimately a closed transaction. Thanks so much for joining me on this video, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the content. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.